How's it going, everyone? My name is Hoyes, being at Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary here with the Remington 870 shotgun with the B23R secondary and C4. A little overpowered setup. Everything is overpowered in this thing. Lightweight ghost, scavenger, and extreme conditioning. Just want to get that out of the way quick, but there's a little bit of things I want to talk about regarding the Call of Duty, in parentheses, community. More specifically, the sniping community, again, in parentheses. Or in air quotes, finger quotes, whatever. And it's been so many people. There were even. Here, I'm gonna get that in a second. But so many people are angry at David Vonderhaar for nerfing the snipers. Now, if you don't know what he did, sorry, but I don't know how you can't know what he did. But what he did was he made it so it takes longer for you to rechamber the bullet on the DSR and the Ballista, the two bolt-action sniper rifles. The Ballista is a pretty balanced sniper rifle, and the DSR is definitely overpowered, but he finally nerfed that. So snipers are very angry because it's tougher to get more. You get less shots off, like firing as many shots as you can in a minute. Like your RPM, or your rounds per minute goes way down just because it takes longer. Because it takes longer to pull back the little bolt on the back, on the Ballista and the DSR, and snipers are lit up. They're mad at Vonderhaar, and I just think it's hilarious. I'm just sitting back here laughing because literally since day one, 90, let's say, well no, because the sniping community has grown so much because it's so easy. Let's say now about 60% of all Call of Duty players have been complaining about the snipers since day one, and they never fixed them. And now that Vonderhaar decides to fix them finally, the snipers are angry, and they're talking about how they're getting singled out. Well, they've been overpowered. The DSR is so overpowered. It's been that way since day one. People noticed that the day one, like the first day when the game came out. Wow, I could not say that. I don't know what it was, but people realized the DSR was overpowered. It was the most used sniper rifle. Still is the most used. Probably won't be any more. It's probably going to be the SVU? I have a bunch of gameplays with the SVU. That is such an easy sniper to use, but the SVU and the XBR, I think it is, the two semi-automatic snipers. Stupid invention. But semi-automatic snipers, they're both probably going to be used a lot more just because there's no rechambering required, and maybe that means they'll be more used, but it doesn't make any sense for snipers to be upset. Like, come on, you know that you've been spoiled. Like, this perfect analogy. Listen to this perfect analogy. All right, it's like, when you're a little kid. Look at that quad feed though. When you were a little kid, there was always that, maybe at school or they lived in your neighborhood or something. There was always that other kid that was either spoiled or he never lost. When they play games with his family or something, he never lost. His family always let him win or something. And then when they get into the real world, and these guys are terrible, by the way. These guys I'm playing. Look at this. Look at that guy. All right, but this is theater mode, by the way, so it's probably a lot more laggy than it actually was. This game is pretty laggy, but it's like that little kid that never lost, and once he gets into the real world and realizes that he will lose, he does lose. They don't handle it well, and that's what it is with the snipers in Black Ops 2, because they were so spoiled. They were those like spoiled brats you see, because they were so overpowered. They were spoiled, and finally, when they were no longer spoiled, and when they went out and they got nerfed and it's not overpowered anymore, they complain. And that literally, like that, we've been complaining since day one about the snipers, and finally Vonderhaar fixed it. I don't know if this will be loud or not, but I'm gonna clap far away from the mic. All right, there we go. That's a clap. I don't know if you could hear it. I don't know if it was really loud. I'm sorry if it was, but I applaud you, Vonderhaar, for finally nerfing the snipers and taking off your optic Vonderhaar jersey or whatever he had on. You've seen that clip, where he's wearing a Vonderhaar optic jersey and everything. But I think that's a really funny analogy that's what they're like. And there are even people sending death threats. I don't know if this is true, but I read it somewhere about people sent death threats to Vonderhaar. Like, really? You're gonna send death threats to a video game developer because of a thing in a video game that you don't like? Like, and look at that guy right there. I don't know what is up with these terrible players in this game, but if literally the thing you have to complain about the most is a video game, then you need to reconsider your priorities. If you're really willing to send death threats to somebody because of a video game, then you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's kind of a cliche saying, but that's really what you need to do, because that's ridiculous. You know, internet gangsters, they're all tough until you get out in the real world. And, you know, they're tough behind the screen, but, you know, once they get in the real world, they're not tough anymore. But that's kind of funny that people are sending death threats. You know, they're not going to do anything. Vonderhaar, he probably knows. He's probably laughing right now. You know, he changed his Twitter avatar to himself like the devil. He looks like the devil or something. He put horns on himself, and he was red and everything. And that's literally what snipers think he is right now. Snipers hate him, and we have been hating him since day one because he has not fixed the snipers. And now that he did, this game is much more playable. I literally did not have a bad time when I played this game the other day. And usually I will have a bad time playing Ground War, because usually when I play Ground War, it's just full of rage because it's full of snipers. But, by the way, I was close to a nuclear, I think, right here. I was close to a 20 gun streak or something. I don't know. I was going in with this Remington. But I'm gonna have to do a worm swarm, black worm video sometime soon, because that looks like fun. I've been watching these videos, but literally, like, Vonderhaar stuck up for the 99%, whatever the saying is about we are the whatever percent, I don't know, but I almost got a quad feed again right here. But these guys were scrubs, by the way, about the gameplay. On my team, they're really... I know I was farming, which not a lot of people like farming, because it's a cheap way to play. But I was just doing this because, look, do you see any of my teammates in here? I wish I would have, like, put an overhead view of where my teammates are on the map, because my teammates are nowhere near the hard point. They're all either, like, back at the spawn or something. Later in the game, you're gonna see them. Two of them were camping behind a Guardian. Like, there was just a Guardian sitting in a corner, and they were both just camping behind it. But I just still can't believe that the snipers are so upset about the nerf. Like, really? Like, did you not think... And I watched some video, and I saw a comment saying, the DSR is not overpowered because it takes skill to use. And I literally, like, fell over. I was like, well, I guess I was laying down, but I literally, like, rolled over and just started laughing because it takes skill to use. Really? Anywhere, because the hitboxes are so bad in this game. You know, the hitboxes are messed up. Because the hitboxes are so messed up, you can literally shoot anywhere near them, just drag scope, you know, drag scoping. You can literally do that. There's a Fisticuffs video where he showed it. He slowed it down, and that's what it is. You just drag scope, and it will hit them, and it's a one-shot kill anywhere but, like, the kneecap up. Like, you shoot someone in their kneecap, yeah, it'll hurt, and they'll fall over because they can't walk, because their leg is messed up, but they're not gonna die. It doesn't matter what kind of bullet, what kind of gun you use. But it's still really funny, and I'm just getting a kick out of it that snipers are so angry. And I saw another video. I just look up, like, Black Ops 2 snipers. Actually, don't, because it'll just be a waste of your time. But I looked something like that up, and it's just hilarious how many people are angry and how many people want Vaughn's head. It's like, you know, it's like it's like Vaughn practiced witchcraft and people want his head for witchcraft. It's something like that just because of a video game, and that's a little too ridiculous. Even, like, no one, at least I don't think, no one sent death threats to Vonderhaar because snipers were overpowered. Like, when they get killed by a sniper, they didn't go send death threats, but because they can't make their montages anymore, the snipers are upset. And that's really what it comes down to, is no more montages, no more quad feeds, because it takes longer, unless you use the ballista, which that I will give that to you. The ballista takes a little bit of skill to use, just because you have to shoot from maybe like the shoulder up. But it still is a pretty cheap gun, and you see this gameplay right here. We almost end up coming back to win. My teammates finally gotten this hard point, or not this one, but the one before, and I tried to get in this one, get all the points. See, we almost come back right here, 164, but our teammate also runs up here. I figured he would stay in the hard point. But you're going to see, look on the map where they are. They're all sitting back, and I don't know if they realize they're playing hardpoint. It's pretty tough to know if you're playing hardpoint or not. But we're close to coming back to win, and we end up contesting at the very end. We would have won, like you're going to see in a second. See, we're down 5 right here, and my teammates continue to not get in the hardpoint. I see the quad right there. I was just throwing all my streaks in the air, trying to get everything. My teammates still are not in the hard point. And you see, it looks like we're about to win, but then, bam, it's contested. And I recorded this commentary, I just finished it actually, but an airplane came over, like, the windows open in my room, and then an airplane literally flew, like, right above my house, so it was really loud. So I had to completely redo this commentary, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and hopefully you are pretty excited that snipers have been nerfed, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.